Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribe-Light, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Cassie. And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic, it's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. 'Cause the aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Need to see that again.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the zoo. I'm your Zookeeper for tonight, Inquisitor. Meaning joining me are Kefki and Loti and Mr. Adam.
Hello.
How are you two this evening? I'm gonna say I already know because we've been sitting here chatting for a while before going live, but yeah.
Wow, that's happening!
Hey,
Hi, Gray.
look at them little feet.
Look at my feet, damn it!
Yeah.
I really need to talk to Stamper, see if I can get him on one of these nights. That'd be fun.
Look at that! See,
It's
that's
been-
living in my brain now.
For I will say for a good chunk of the day, I've had the pleasure of having a conversation with good old Kefki, and I will say, look at them little feet. 100%.
Yeah. No. He's traumatized. Not traumatized.
I am.
So I'm currently working on my Necron.
All squirrel toes are cute.
Big old
Wow.
assembly line going on here, trying to get them all done. I'll say this.
So you got your paint kit set up?
Yeah, the last time I did a big assembly line like this, I did 30 orcs at a time. I'm now up to 60 Necrons. But
60.
60, yeah. I have even more paint too. This is just 60 layers of assembly line.
Holy shit.
But I I think that it's going to be less of a burnout for me compared, because when I did the orcs, it was a major burnout. But the Necrons, I don't think are going to be that much of a burnout because the scheme I've got is not very complex compared to my orcs. So. What are you giggling at over there, Kefki?
I'm looking at chat. I'm laughing at what they're topping.
Oh shit, chat.
Talking about like Pete's and then sharp beans, and yes, they are utility beans with blades on them. No. Sorry.
Wait, utility beans.
Yes.
So, you might have a bean with a knife and then a spoon. What else is in a utility knife?
Well, I don't. No.
Scissors?
It's just that the beans can cut through. They got claws that can cut through anything. It's multi-use. Bean claw. But good for digging. No anymore. Squirrels are tastier than ferrets. It's been a while. I don't think about any of those things being tasty.
All right,
And
chat.
also, by the way, hi Costin. Hi Spittle. Hi Gray.
You control
Hi,
yourself
hi.
there, chat.
I need to control myself in the chat. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's be. Oh no, I shouldn't sing that, should I? Wait, no, you played it before stream. The Let's Be Xenophobic song.
Let's Be
I like that
Xenophobic.
song.
It's really in this year.
That's all I know of it, but it's a good tune. It's a funny video.
The major thing I'm trying to for right now is just to get the orange on all of their bases. So that'll be
Squab, fancy pigeons. Squirrels are very cute, Costin. Squirrels are the cutest little squirrels.
It was funny, when I was going out to get food today, I was walking over to my car, and I see silhouetted, because like I have to walk up a hill to get to my car, silhouetted under the car, because it was like 115 degrees today.
Oh, jeez.
I saw a squirrel that had been laying out under my car, just because it was shade.
Yeah, it was like, give me the shade, oh my lord. That poor squirrel.
I felt kind of bad starting up the car. I'm like, look, dude, you're gonna have to move. Sorry.
Poor baby. Ew, that's...
Yeah, he ran out and he was watching me leave, kind of like all righteously indignant.
It was like, why? Why must you go?
Why did you do this? Why did you do this to me? I
actually saw a solid black squirrel not too long ago. I have never seen one of those in my entire life, but he had black fur, just solid black fur. I'm like, what kind of squirrel is that?
I figure that, because, I mean, black squirrels are a thing. I would figure,
Yeah.
You know, in your region of the U.S., that'd probably be a little bit more common than, say, out here. There's brown squirrels and red squirrels here, but no black.
We have red squirrels, yeah. Well, I think we have the... I can't tell you what color they are. They look like gray and brown and stuff. I don't know, but they're not that color. And he was so pretty. He was a pretty booger. And, yeah, I was like, well, damn, I've never seen that before. I wonder how he got here.
I think pretty much the same as everyone else. You know, his squirrel parents got together and
Okay, yes, but I mean, black, the black-furred squirrels are not common in this area, so I wonder if maybe it was a recessive gene and he just ended up,
It could be.
Getting his coat like that. Yeah. A garden snake? There's a garden snake under my bed. The snake was hugging. There was a squirrel. The snake was hugging. Oh, Lord, no. Garden snakes are cute. They're adorable, the little green ones. I used to catch those when I was a little girl and play with them. Because when they bite you, it's not too bad. They don't really. I don't think I ever got bit by a garden snake.
When we were on the island a year ago now, for our first meetup, there were a whole bunch of ribbon snakes, and
Yeah.
we were walking back to our campsite from the big hike that we took, and we saw a ribbon snake with a frog in its mouth.
Oh, wow. How big is a ribbon snake?
Well, it was a pretty decent size.
Yeah.
I mean, probably, head to tail, it was probably about as long as my arm, but...
Oh. Ah. Oh, hey, Jen. Oh, ferret booties? Yes, ferret booties are cute. Sorry, that is... Oh. Yeah. We have cottonmouths down here, though. Oh, Lord. They are terrifying. And they'll go out and lay on rock in the sun. It's like... They like sunning themselves. It's so weird.
Well, I mean, think about it. Snakes are reptiles, cold-blooded.
Yeah.
They require the sun to kind of regulate their internal body temperatures. So.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
especially
sense. Yeah.
In a temperate zone, yeah, of course they're gonna
Mhm.
sun themselves.
That makes sense. Cause they used to get up in the barn, and I kid you not, on the how a barn is separated, you got the bottom half and you have the loft. We would find snakes up in the loft area, out on where it juts out and comes out, and you put the hay bale on it and push it down. They would lay out on that thing, I guess because they're getting sun, and I'm like, how the hell did you get up here?
I mean, they probably wrap themselves around a support post and that way.
That would have been funny to see. It's like a caterpillar. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we got cottonmouths, and we got rattlesnakes too.
Oh yeah, rattlesnakes are all over the country, actually.
Yeah, we've got gardener snake. We got a bunch of different snakes around here. And speaking about when I was a little girl, I used to catch the snakes and play with them. We got these lizards, and they're called blue-tailed lizards. I used to catch them, but I had the damnedest time because when I was smacked down to grab them, they're fast. Their tail would pop off. I was like, oh God, I killed it. But it's just running around like lava, 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 lava without a tail.
I remember my gecko's tail once because I had a pet gecko.
Uh-huh.
Popped off once.
Why do their tails pop off?
It's a defensive mechanism. So, like, if an animal comes up and grabs them by the tail, because it's, it's sticking out, it's an easy target, they can detach their tail to get away from the predator.
It also gives the predator something to sort of focus on. There's food right there.
No. That makes... No? Okay. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm looking at, like, what would happen if I grabbed Jaco by the tail?
Well, Jake's not a snake, so...
And he's like,
a lizard.
no tail for me.
That tail does not pop off. Stop it.
I don't want it to pop off, but son,
One
okay.
thing I have learned about recently that I never knew was a thing. Did you know that there is a condition that vets will have to treat sometimes for some larger dog species called happy tail syndrome?
Wait, really?
Yeah, what it is that when you've got some dogs with incredibly rigid tails, and they're
Uh-huh.
happy, of course they're going to be wagging their tail, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, what happens when you when that dog's proximity and it gets happy like that to something hard, like I don't know.
Oh no!
A support post to a
Yeah.
house, or
It bops its tail against it, might break it.
Well, I've heard of
Oh.
I've heard of that going with like schnauzers, where they might clip their ears or they clip their tails. So
Well, the big thing for that one is like in terms of like what breeds get affected most by happy tail syndrome are things like pit bulls and other larger breeds, because they keep their tail fairly rigid almost the entire time, and then if they get happy and they wag and they smack their tail against something, it'll end up breaking their tail.
I mean, I don't know, unless it's a medical thing where it's if we don't do it, they're gonna die. I'm opposed to it, but I'm opposed to that because personal stuff too. So like.
Well, I'm opposed to like ear cropping and stuff like that. That's monstrous and barbaric. I don't think they should be doing that. But
No, that ain't right.
yeah, happy tail syndrome is actually the exact opposite. That's a sort of like thing where they don't do anything to the dog, and the dog does it to themselves.
Yep. If it's
Hey, Six.
Yeah, the one video I saw where they were talking about happy tail syndrome was really interesting. The vet came up with this unique sort of idea. They took a test tube made of Lexan, so like incredibly hard, clear plastic, right?
Uh-huh.
And they inserted the dog's tail all the way into the Lexan, and then taped it up where the Lexan ended. So it essentially covered up all of the, ostensibly speaking, open wound of their tail. And just kind of like, covered it up. And so then now it's like hard Lexan. If the dog gets really happy and wags his tail, it's smacking a solid piece of plastic against the wall.
It's tail armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. That was smart.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I typoed. So I was trying to say sorry that I'm not very active in chat. It's very hard for me to type on the phone, and it said had it instead of hard. But yeah, but that's smart. They need to make tail armor for puppers. Like yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, especially if like
It's not.
they're prone to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Jake's good on that front though, because he's got a curly tail. He doesn't like really smack it into very much of anything when he's wagging his tail. It's because he's happy.
Yeah, how would you make curly tail armor for curly tail? Scale armor. Make scale armor.
There you go.
Hey.
Chainmail.
Yeah. We gotta get Jake all armored up. They can come with you on the next run fair. We walk down. Tink, 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 tink. And you have chainmail, scale mail. He'd look all smart and spiffy.
I'll say I got a picture. I got a picture of a leather suit of like hardened leather armor made for a beagle. So complete with helmet too. It's really adorable. Our friend
so cute.
is our friend. She has 14 beagles, and she has individual costumes for Halloween that she gives each and every single one of them.
Oh.
This last year, she just adopted 2 more, and she gave one of them a shark costume.
Oh.
So it's a little beagle with a shark around it.
That's so precious. Beagles are so freaking cute.
They are.
well, all doggos are so freaking cute, but beagles are just like so cute. Because beagles have hound dog in them, right?
Oh yeah. Well, beagles are
yeah.
quintessential hound dog. Yeah.
Hound dogs, yeah. We used to have a hound dog. I love the way they sound. When hound dogs bark, they don't just bark. They go barry, barry. It's so cute. It's back. Why are you barooing out there on the porch? But yeah, they're so precious.
Oh yeah. Let's say before I got Jake, we would actually go over to her house for what was called puppy therapy. Because yeah, she'd open up the partition where she keeps all of them. And let them go running around in the living room while Gus.
Oh my god!
So you just get buried in puppies.
It'd be like a puppy cafe. Sit there, all the puppies. You get to pet them and play with them. That's so precious.
It was adorable.
Yes. I wish I could have a pet. I do. It's just that I would have to pay pet rent first off, and then right now financially we're not in the position to even have a pet, even if we did have to pay pet rent. And it sucks because I've always had some kind of pet, and yeah, it kind of sucks not having one. But yeah, who did?
Who did? That would be
Who
Eeyore.
did? Who did? That's Eeyore. Hey Eeyore.
Did someone already catch you for the microphone issue, the one you always get?
Are you kidding? No, I'm being registered.
No, I meant it sounds like you're a room away.
Oh, well, it's because I'm turning away from my microphone so I can paint.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
I'm hopefully being loud enough that they can hear me.
Claw removal was necessary for one of my cat's arthritis as a kitten, but yeah, I don't like claw removal either, Spittlebuggy. I don't like that unless it is like medically necessary for the comfort of the baby.
Yeah.
You know, then okay. But because like if it's usually if it's something like arthritis, it's not no, because once it sets in their paws, it would be probably every claw, except in my experience, it's been the claws except for the dew claw. Usually the dew claws are okay, but yeah, something like that. I don't like the needless removal of the claws because so and so doesn't want to get scratched. Because I'm like, don't have a fucking cat then.
Yeah.
You know?
Having a cat, you're gonna get scratched. Period.
Yes.
Let's also call it what it actually is. It's de-knuckling. It's removing the entire first, everything up to the first knuckle. That's what the procedure is.
Oh God, it's animal abuse is what it is.
Why do you think 7 provinces up here are banned it?
Like I said, if it's a medical necessity for the comfort of the cat, then go for it. You need to do it. But if it's just to keep the owner from getting scratched, then they don't need to have a fucking cat. That's like people are like, we want to bite train our ferrets. I'm like, shut the fuck up. If you get a ferret, you expect to get bitten. That's how they express joy and happiness and everything else is with their little mouth.
Okay, hold on. First off, Kefki, I'm with you.
Why?
I'll take a bite. But second,
You'll take a bite?
I'll take a bite.
You'll
But
take a bite?
Kansas City is a shite football team. What do you think
Kansas
about that?
City is a shit football team? Eeyore, are you going to stand for this?
I'm just going to let the team prove him wrong over the next season.
All right, Dallas all the way.
Oh, for God's sakes! Of all teams.
Put his faces away from his mic. He got yelled at. Okay, don't yell at Gray if he lets you know that he can't hear you on the mic, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll bite you.
I have plenty of reasons to yell at Gray.
No. But yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. It just sounds like you're away. You're a bit away.
See,
I
like
turned
said,
up my.
For me, it's
There you go.
well,
Good lord.
I face away from the microphone. Now I'm turning back and talking, but I'm also not painting.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can't exactly face the mic and paint.
Reason, like, I'm really hoping that we get a house soon that I can
Yeah.
spread out differently, so that I can like set it up again where my microphone and camera are like facing the same direction, so that way I can paint in my booth and not have to worry about turning to talk or anything like that, or you guys not being able to hear me sometimes or whatever. But that's the hope.
Yeah.
Is that we'll have a
Hope so.
different living situation soon.
Yeah, I hope it works out, especially in your favor. Yeah, you could set it once you get a nice new room. You could probably set it up to where the mic would be in front of your painting station. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
On like a boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those boom arms.
Imagine a boom arm too for my camera too. That'd be awesome.
Oh wow! I did not know they made those for cameras.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, the connector to the bottom of the camera is actually the same size as the connector to the bottom of the microphone. So right now, I'm pointing at the camera. The only thing that's holding this camera up right now is gravity. It's sitting on top of my paint booth, and I've got an arm that's tilted backwards, so it's actually form fitting to the top of the paint booth. But other than that, no, there's nothing holding this thing like.
It's not gonna fall.
It's got a like one of those rubber mats that like non-slip rubber mats built into the camera.
Okay. So yeah, it's not really gonna fall.
No.
It's I
have to sit there and pull on the actual
it's set up good though.
Cable for it to fall.
But
yes. So
don't do that.
That's the plan. I hope, fingers crossed, we can get something set up so that I can have this.
Yes.
Plus this room that I'm in right now, I think I've kind of outgrown it with all the stuff that I've collected. I've got so many books, I've got so many DVDs, I've got so many video games, and then
You need
of course
to
I've got
expand your space for the horde. You're like a dragon.
Yes.
You got all that stuff. All that treasure.
Yes. So that's the plan.
Hopefully.
That's the plan.
Have you guys found any places that look good that are interesting you?
Some of them, but it really sucks because we're first time buyers. We've not been through this kind of shit before, and when we see a place that looks half decent, it's snapped up within a week.
Oh.
And it's definitely a seller's market right now. The average house around here is going for over $300K.
Oh. Shit.
So.
That's yeah. Also, I am listening to you because I'm sorry, I was just glancing at chat. She lived in 15 years with less pain. That's wonderful, Spittle. I know it's hard to keep them inside, especially when they were outside cats having wanderlust. But yeah.
To bring it around to that topic, I can see if, for example, the claw root, or the entire knuckles become infected or something. Yeah, you are okay with cutting one off. I get it.
Yeah.
It was arthritis, right? That's what he said. That's a legit medical reason for it.
Yes.
I would.
I was laughing at chat.
However, I would put all these medically reasonable circumstances under the lesser of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I had, and I can't believe this fucking vet, but I had a polydactyl cat. His name was Hokey Joe. He had so many toes on his fingers, they spread out like he had about 9 toes almost on one finger. He had little baby ones. He had this huge one that was sticking out. And the vet said, "Oh, I can take this toe off, and it might improve his balance." I'm like, "Are you fucking crazy? You will hurt his balance if you take that big toe off. You're not touching my baby's toes." Like, my God. Some vets are silly, very stupid, you know? Like, well, he's got other toes. I'm like, no. Oh, no, it was the toe that was in between his big, huge hunking toe that stuck out like a claw and his first toe. There was a little bitty one in between in where the webbing would be. That's the one he was talking about. I'm like, nope, you're not taking that off. No. And he was just fine. He had great balance. He used to get up on the beam in the ceiling and sleep. It was cute. They all used to do that, though. Chat. You get bitten by a Kefki all the time, especially when you're feeling giggly. Look, you're not supposed to talk about that.
Well,
I never bite Gray. Never. Sorry.
Even just thinking about it, in terms of like, species and whatnot, cats in and of themselves, they love to, I can't remember what the term for it is, but there actually is a scientific term where they like to run up and just basically kind of like love bite you, and what I mean by that is like they'll put their
nip.
Yeah, well, they'll put like whatever in whatever thing that they're trying to show the affection of in their mouth, but they'll actually not like actually bite down.
They'll just hold your finger or something in your mouth, in their mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically over their canines, their fangs, right?
Yeah, they do that to your arms and stuff. They pinch your skin and they'll just bite, but they don't bite hard. They don't chew. They just grab you. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, it's biting is how a lot of animals show affection. People don't seem to understand this. They're very oral fixated. That's how they explore the world. They don't have hands like we do. And so, yeah, they explore by biting and chewing and yeah. Like you said, cats do that. They don't mean to hurt you, but they just do that.
But I also think that that's why I like dogs more than I like cats, because dogs will just dogs in place of biting will lick you.
Yeah. Yeah. See, ferrets will do both. They will lick you and then they'll bite you, but their tongues are like cat tongues. They've got the sandpaper tongues, and they'll just sit there and lick, 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 and bite. They are rough. I don't understand anybody going, I don't want a ferret that bites me. I want one that doesn't bite me. I'm like, all of them will fucking bite you. Get over yourself. You don't deserve a ferret if you can't handle that. Sorry, I have strong opinions.
I thought the only reason why I don't think I'd like a ferret as a pet is because of the stink sex.
The what?
The stink sex.
Oh, their musk? They don't stink. They smell great.
Nah,
I love to smell a ferret. I love to smell. I'll stick them up to my nose and sniff and get high.
Well, my whole problem is that you walk into a house and you go, oh yeah, you own a ferret, don't you?
Yep. Oh, it smells like baby in here.
Yeah,
I guess I'm used to it.
I don't want that.
Yeah, it's an acquired thing. It is.
Oh, and just say enfant. Is that a Quebecian term? Like tabernacle?
Now, see, that's the thing, Adam, especially given that, what was it, Bill 96 or whatever it is, blocking Warhammer Plus from Canada simply because of Quebec. We need to start using Quebec like swears, but with like horrible American accents.
Pardon?
So we're not gonna go tabernacle. We're gonna go tabernacle.
Tabernacle.
Oh, look at that tabernacle over there.
Amagura.
Amagura.
Yeah, it's a classic Quebecian turn of phrase, but I will say, yeah, if you smell that musk, I mean, do they always have that?
I took a shower, thank you very much. You smell that musk.
No, ferrets do
I'm not
have
taking another.
a gland end that secretes it that can be removed.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah, but they'll still have a scent after it's removed because it's under their skin. They have those, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Ferrets
is
definitely
noticeably
have
less
a smell.
powerful, but it is.
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
still there.
Yeah, and if they're spayed or neutered, it cuts down on the gland on the scent production as well. Which, if you get, like I was telling you, Adam, if you got a ferret in the U.S., it would be a Marshall ferret. They would be spayed and neutered, which they do entirely too fucking early. But I'm not going to go on that tangent about how much I fucking hate Marshall farms. But yeah, they would be deglanded, they would be spayed, and they would be neutered. So they would still have a smell, though.
That's what I was asking. Because yeah, we were talking about that earlier about where they have little tattoos or
yeah,
dictating that they're from a farm.
Yeah, and that they're a boy or girl, and they've been neutered or spayed, and yeah.
And is that something that they do also to the ferrets, or?
Yeah, they take the glands out when they spay and neuter them, which is awful, fucking awful. They do it entirely too early. I mean, it has its benefits to have them spayed and neutered for their own health, but they do it entirely too early, which nullifies it, not nullifies, it negates they just don't care. They don't care. They just want to sell babies and breed them and inbreed them, and they get sick. And if they didn't inbreed them so much, they wouldn't almost every single Marshall ferret gets adrenal disease. And it's because of them. They are assholes, and I fucking hate them. I'm sorry.
Well, the one thing that I do have to say is a fairly good practice in America, though, is some rescues. Definitely do observe the idea of spaying and neutering too early. I remember when I got Jake, they said wait several months before taking him in to be neutered. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That makes me happy that some people, certain rescues will be like, yeah, we're gonna wait until it's healthy for the baby.
Yeah, because otherwise it messes with their hormone production. That's
yes.
If they're not fully grown, then that's an issue.
Yep. Yeah. Any animal that you do that to messes with my ferrets were teeny tiny little babies because they were spayed and neutered while they were still being weaned off and of their mom's bosom. And when I got my little girl Pogosita, she was still trying to nurse. She would try to nurse my finger, and so I gave her a baby bottle with some kitten formula, like the vet had okayed the kitten formula, and yeah, I had to finish weaning her. So much. That's why I hate Marshall Ferret Farms. They don't care. They just want to pump out babies and get money.
Yep.
That sounded wrong, but it's true.
Well, yeah, it's accurate. That's the problem.
It's like, we don't care about their health. We just want to see what fur patterns we can get by doing this and this and this. And fuck you, Marshall Ferret Farms. Sorry. I get very impassioned about this. I'm sorry.
Clearly.
I say that's another reason why I say that at least for me and like dogs, if I get any other dogs in the future, I will get them from rescues, and I'll get them
yes,
from
that's
rescues.
Yeah, that's great.
Because like I
See,
said,
before.
Jake is a rescue, and
Jake is a rescue. Yeah, you said that they waited before they neutered him. Yes, which is awesome.
Yeah, like the place that I got him from, they send me emails about like incoming animals and so on and so forth, and adoption, events and stuff like that they do, and they are a non-profit one too, and they are a no-kill shelter. They take in animals from kill shelters to prevent them from being euthanized. All stuff that in my opinion is great, above board stuff, and I remember I got this
Wait.
email here recently.
Wait. Spittle's messages are getting retracted. Did somebody block Spittle Buggy?
Retracted means that it was removed by the person that sent it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure nobody blocked. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. But
I blame Donkey.
Yes, so do I.
Why do you blame me?
You know what you did.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
You're retracting. Why would you
His
retract?
his audio levels are low, Rat-a-tat, because he has to turn his head away from the mic because he's painting.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, now that I'm not painting, I'm turned back and I'm talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Jake's like I said, the place that I got Jake from, it's a place called Right Way, which is in Des Plaines, Illinois. So it's like right on the corner. It's a suburb of Chicago, but the one that they sent me recently, it pissed me off. They took in a dog. I think it was about the size of Jake. It was like a Jack Russell some sort of breed. And when they found them in the suburbs of St. Louis, someone had shaved the dog. It was a street dog. They shaved it and were drawing swastikas, and they drew a "Don't feed this mind my discretion nigger dog" and stuff like that. And yeah, they took that dog off the street. And also another thing too, the dog was pregnant.
Beat the holy hell out of whoever did that to that baby.
Yeah.
I want to curb stomp their head.
And what was even worse too is like the picture they took of the dog. You know, you can see the swastika and all the writing on the dog, but it was like leaning up from the back seat, like on the middle console on the car that they picked it up from, and it's got this big old smile on its face.
Oh,
it's the sweetest looking dog, and you know, seeing stuff like that, I was like, I'm glad I support this organization. You know, saving those animals.
Yeah, that is fucking vile. That is just beyond vile to do that to a sweet baby. That is just fucking gross.
Yep.
Oh, that makes me so mad.
I say I'm not gonna yell at him, assassin. I'll yell at you, assassin. I'll yell at you.
Don't yell at Gray. that not to change the subject, but assassin. So you read the manual? Did you memorize the manual? Did you read the incantation in the back? Shh, don't say it out loud. Sorry, I'm trying to distract my brain from the idea of somebody could do that to a puppy.
Exactly.
A baby.
And even worse, being the fact that the dog was pregnant too. It's like, it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind.
Yeah.
But again, it gives the only positive to really take away from that is the fact that it was rescued and it was rescued and put up for a good home. So.
And I'm sure that pupper's got a wonderful home, and had the babies, and the babies never had to deal with anything like that. Yeah, is safe and good home now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yes.
That is a very good organization. That is to save them like that. Oh God.
It was funny when I called up the rescue also to go and meet Jake for the first time. They assured me over the phone that Jake does have a neck. Don't worry, he does have a neck. No, here's the problem. He's all neck. That's all this dog is. He is all neck. His neck is at least like 2 times the size of his head.
We want to let you know that he does have a neck.
Yeah, right?
That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Let's see if I can find
Buddy's all neck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right? So I should see if I can find some puppy pictures of him, because I got some pictures when he was a tiny puppy. It was funny too. I was really cagey about going and getting Jake too, to my mom. So like, okay, some background. I don't have any tattoos right now currently, but I do want to get some at some point. My mom doesn't like the idea of me getting tattoos. She doesn't. My mom also didn't like the idea of me getting piercings. And I've got my ears pierced twice. I kind of want to get a couple other piercings too, but that's neither here nor there. Okay? So I was a little cagey about this when I was going to talk to my mom. I don't have a printer. Okay? So I had to go to my mom's to use her printer so I could print out the appointment information for going and seeing Jake, right? So I had set up everything, and I was going to go and do that, and I was like, hey, Mom, I need to come over and, use the printer. And she's like, what for? I'm like, you'll see. And she goes, okay, fine, sort of thing. And so I go over there, and she goes, like, what are you using the printer for? I'm all like, you'll see. And she's like, yes. Because she went under the assumption that I was printing out an image to go and get a tattoo of. Okay? So I go, and I have the meeting with Jake. I fell in love. I adopt him, and I bring him home, right? But before I go home, I drop by my mom's place, right? And I walk in the door, and she's like, okay, let me see it. I'm like, what? And she goes, let me see your tattoo. And I go, okay. And I open the door, and I just plop Jake on her bed. And she was like, oh my god!
That's so cute. She got a pleasant surprise. A little Jake. Yeah.
It's funny too because me adopting Jake caused her to go out and adopt a dog of her own too. So
oh,
it was me breaking that seal to have her go out and get her own dog. And she's got the sweetest dog. It's a black lab mix.
Oh.
Yeah, her name is Ebony, and she is the sweetest dog.
Labs are so freaking sweet. My dog Chopper, he was a big black Labrador, the sweetest dog ever. He only barked at kids if they came into our yard and they started throwing rocks at him, which pissed my mom off one day. She grabbed one of the kids' hand and shoved it in the pen. And this could have went really wrong because Chopper had been barking at him, and Chopper just licked his hand. And the little boy's like, oh, it's such a sweet dog. And so he started telling his friends not to throw rocks at him, which cut down on some of it, yes. But then we just let Chopper out.
Rocks at a dog? Stop.
Because they're little assholes.
Fucking dicks.
I may or may not have beat up a couple kids that come in my yard trying to throw rocks at my dog. Yeah. May or may not have.
Well, okay, I saw a story from one of the guys that I watch on YouTube. He's a former veteran, or no, not former veteran. He is a veteran, but he does dog training for like PTSD and a whole bunch of veteran services, right? And he was telling the story about he was taking this dog out for like people training and being around in crowds and stuff like that for the service dogs. And this woman and her kid come up and ask if they could pet the dog. And he says no, because it's a training dog, right? It's training for a service dog. And this woman takes a 4-step, running start and kicks the dog in the ribs.
What?
Yeah. And I had to leave the comment. I'm all like, if anyone kicked Jake in the ribs, I would immediately tackle them and press my thumbs into their eyes until they meet. So I'm just saying.
Oh, God. Yeah. Would have been tackling that bitch and just bashing her head into the fucking ground until it was a bloody pulp. Kick my dog.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't do that, man.
No, that poor puppers. Was the puppers okay?
He said that the dog was in recovery for 2 or 3 weeks and had cracked ribs.
Oh, God. Did she get punished?
No, that's the worst part about it.
Fucking whore.
Yeah.
Sorry. story, but God, that fucking whore!
I hate hearing stories like that, where
I
you know,
do too.
You can be
People
like
are
these monsters to these dogs, and like no repercussions ever come.
Yeah, that I know a lot of people say, had I been in that situation, I would have done this and that and this, but I can tell you from experience,
Yeah.
had I been in that situation, the bitch would have got the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah. I'll say what's even worse too is that if he would have retaliated and like punched her, he'd have gotten a felony and she'd have gotten a misdemeanor.
Yeah. Ah.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
It is. Oh yeah, it's enraging. It really is. Let's see. I gotta get my mind on something else really quick. My cat got named Frit because when he came around, he was being a goof, and your mom said you think your cat's on the Frit. That's cute. That's cute.
That's an adorable name.
And Spittle, yeah, not ours, passed in your son's arms. That's where they felt she most words felt safe and loved, and that means that she loved your son very, very much. That's so sweet. I know how that is. But I love the name Not Ours. That's such a cute name for a cat. I like to name animals big, weird names. Like my little girl ferret was Ogopocositaria Lemon Puddin' Cha Cha. That's her full name. We called her Pogo for short. And then my little boy, he was Pugwort Pepperfeather. We just called him Pug for short. So yeah, I like the big weird names.
I would say
they're cute.
I would say that the weird thing would be having to explain Pogo, because you do
it's
know
just
that,
like a pogo stick.
Well, no, it's just like Pogo's the name of the clown that John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, that's who she was named after. The girl that took her from me when I first got her because I couldn't keep her for some reason. Oh yeah, Pug was trying to put her in the food dish and he was holding her hostage.
Oh, no.
So we had to wait for her to get a little bit bigger. And yeah, she was named after Pogo, John Wayne Gacy's Pogo originally. That's why I'm like, okay, we're changing it to Ogopogo. Adam.
Oh, is Adam sleepy?
Adam sleepy.
It's all good. I can mute him.
You can mute him? Yeah, I heard some soft snoring. I'm like, oh, that's Adam. There he goes.
Mute. Mute him for now. It's okay.
He is tired. Yeah, he is very tired.
Yeah. I'm gonna say today's been just a lazy day.
Yeah. That helped your son have closure? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, that's one of the most
privileged to be hers.
The most frustrating things is that we had a dog growing up when I was a kid, and she passed after I moved up here, and my like she was still with my dad, and I didn't even know. He didn't tell me that she had died.
Oh.
So
that's awful.
Never got any closure for her, but.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I miss her, but you know.
Yeah.
It's been years now. It's been over 10 years. So.
Well, you never stop missing them, though. You know.
True.
Yeah, I still miss all my babies, and yeah, and I've had a lot of cats and stuff in my life, and I still miss every single one of them. You know. And I still hear Adam.
Do you? Adam's.
Yeah.
Adam's muted.
He's unmuted.
No, he's not.
There he snored.
What's that?
There he snored.
Okay, I might have muted him currently for me.
Oh.
I don't think I universally muted him.
I thought he was server booted.
Oh no. I think I just muted him for me.
Okay. Well.
And Eeyore is
that
also
means
muted,
that he won't be on stream. Would it be okay if I server muted him? Would he be alright with that?
That's okay, so long as you unmute him, you know, before.
Okay, I'll unmute him before. Yeah. Okay. There he goes. That way it doesn't show. Wait, no, because if it's muted for you, it's not going to show up on stream, right?
If it's server muted, it's not going to show up on stream. But I already had him.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, no.
locally
If
muted.
I didn't server mute him, it still wouldn't show up on the stream because you've muted him for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't need to do that. I'm a derp. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll say it all comes down to whether or not you need for your clarity of speak, not hearing Adam.
I get distracted. It's like every time I hear him, I want to tuck him in.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Same.
Like, tuck him in, pull the blankets up,
Well,
make sure the lights out, put a cup of water on the nightstand.
We're not. We've not like come out and publicly said it. Adam lives fairly close to me, right?
Yeah.
We're actually currently, of course, looking for a house and stuff too. But in the interim, what we're gonna do is I'm going to go and get a storage unit, and I'm gonna start moving some of this stuff out in preparation for getting a house. And then when I clean out an area here, Adam's gonna come in and move in with us, so that way we can cut off on expenses and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
That is
way,
freaking wonderful.
Yeah, all of us can save money. That's the big thing.
The more folks you got, the less money you gotta pay out individually, and yeah, it's roommates are freaking wonderful.
Yes.
They are.
Especially
when you get along with them.
Yeah, exactly.
When they're your friend.
Well, I would say even when you are friends, the big thing about it is that, you know, having friends and stuff like that, you know, live with you, that's all well and good, but the major thing is being able to trust them with money.
Yeah.
And I can trust my current roommate with money, and I can trust Adam with money. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
So.
Yeah, I've heard some roommates that were friends, and then they were no longer friends afterwards because of money issues. Exactly that. So.
We had another roommate whose name was also Adam. Not this Adam though. He gives all Adams a bad name. Our former roommate, because I got him a job at General Mills. He stayed with us for a year. He got a car from my parents. And
wow!
He never paid a single month's rent.
Are you
ever.
Fucking kidding me?
And he begged for other bills to be paid by us because he didn't have a job at the time.
I thought you got him a job at General Mills.
I did. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a job at the start. So I had to wait until our seasonal sanitation crew came in, and then I was able to get him a job there. You know, because General Mills at the time was very much a nepotism hire sort of thing. Oh shit!
We lost Eeyore.
We lost an Eeyore. Okay, so it's not Adam, because Adam is. Yeah, Adam being server muted. I'm not sure if he can
I'm gonna unserver mute him because I'm scared that I might accidentally forget. So, boop. There we go. Okay. So now I will mute him just for me, I think, which is this one, right?
I think
Did I do it?
So.
Okay.
It's not universally read, so yeah, I think it's just local muted for you.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I gotta unmute him though still because I don't want to keep him muted.
Well, we can do that by the end, I think. You at least had the wherewithal to hop out before he fell asleep.
Yeah. So it's like he could unmute himself for me though, right? If he wants to, or
no, you have to unmute him.
Son of a biscuit!
I know, it's really frustrating.
I'm scared he's gonna drop out, and I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Well, you can like find him some other time when he's logged in.
Okay. Well, I just undid it. It's fine.
It's fine.
If he starts to get loud again, because I don't mind listening to him snore. It's fine. He doesn't snore very loud.
Yeah. And I agree fully with Spittle here. He said roommates are like family if it works properly. You're absolutely right, man. I say I view my current roommate as family. You know, he's my brother. Adam, I can see. You know, he's not my roommate currently, but I can see in the future. You know, he contributes everything like that. He'll be my brother. But it's this one guy, man. This one guy. Like I said, he didn't have a job when we first moved in, so he didn't have any sort of way to do anything. We paid for his like phone bill and shit like that, both me and my roommate. And then I got him a job at General Mills. He bought my parents' old car. And then, here's the bad shit, right? He goes and he gets a girlfriend, moves in with her, cons her into buying him a new car, trading in my parents' car. By the way, he hadn't finished paying off my parents' car, by the way. And
hey, wait, he didn't finish and he traded it?
Yes, he did.
His ass needs to finish paying for it.
Yeah, I know. All sorts of stuff like that. So, yeah, if Adam, if you can hear this, and you know it's me, you can go fuck yourself, dude. I hope every horrible thing happens to you. I hope you die alone in a ditch. Because you do not get to financially use me for an entire year and not stay, on my good side.
Yeah.
So,
fuck you, other Adam. Sorry. Fuck that Adam.
So. Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Asshole thing.
God. And I gave him plenty of time. And what's even worse too is that I remember he actually went and talked to his supervisor at General Mills, saying he was gonna quit because he was afraid I was gonna try and get him fired.
Oh Lord.
It's like, nigga, I want your money. Why would I try to get you fired?
I know, right? Where's the logic in that? Where is the logic? Good grief.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
People are, yeah. Assassin. There's a comic strip named Pogo.
Oh, there is.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just called her Pogo because I named her Ogopogo after the sea serpent because she was long and slinky. And then I also had a dual meaning, Pogo after Pogo stick, but she hopped around like a Pogo stick all the time. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't want her named after fucking Pogo from John Wayne Gacy's fucking clown. I did. The lady that adopted her for a little while, sweet, wonderful, wonderful woman, but she liked serial killer stuff and things like that, and so it's like, I love you, but I don't want my baby named after that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hence the long ass name. But yeah, that I didn't mean to switch topics. My brain does that a lot, though.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So, yeah, but we that's our hopeful thing in the future is we can do that and then.
I hope so. Yes. I hope you'll find a good house too.
Yeah. So there's a lot of changes on the horizon. Hopefully, all good ones, and then yeah. The big thing for me is finance stuff, though, because I need to pay a $6,500 bill next week.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's not good.
So,
but,
is everything okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You're okay?
It'll be fine. Like I said, I make enough money. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. Good.
But yeah, so I just realized too we've been going for an hour, so in terms to help Adam get his rest and everything like that, and make sure that he's not muted for anyone else, we're gonna call it here. Thank you all for coming out, watching the Minions of the Zoo. Thank you all for watching some paint dry. I haven't gotten nearly as much as I wanted to done, but that's okay. I can stay up a little bit longer. We've been your Minions of the Zoo. Thank you all for coming out. Be sure to watch tomorrow, where Adam is hopefully not going to fall asleep on stream again. But it's okay if he does. He's working hard too. He'll play some radio games. Hopefully, you'll see Kefki there, and then also Terry. So, yes, be sure to watch tomorrow, and we'll do. Make sure to give Adam some love. All right.
Yes.
Take care, everyone. The zoo is closed.
Bye. Look at my feet. Sorry. That will fair.
Look at my feet.